When you've spent a weekend hunting for a patio set, you've probably tried a few cheap budget options that look great in the catalog but end up sagging after a summer rain or wobble whenever a friend leans back for a drink. That kind of buyer's regret shows up fast. 1 minute you're sipping lemonade, the next you're fighting a wobbly frame that can't hold a bowl of fruit. So, before we dive into the Christopher Knight Home Dalba 4-seater patio furniture set, let's be clear, the link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. This review is all about whether the Dalba set feels like a smarter purchase, or if it's just another case of a nice-looking set that falls short when the sun gets real. First off, the Dalba set isn't just a single sofa. You get a sectional sofa, 2 matching armchairs, a slatted coffee table, and a storage ottoman, all built around a solid acacia wood frame. What that really means in everyday life is you have a flexible conversation zone that can expand or contract based on how many guests you're hosting. I tried it in a mid-size backyard that's about 12 feet wide, and the way the sectional pieces slide together felt natural. The left armchair tucks neatly against the right, making a tight U shape for a family of 4, while the extra ottoman slides in as a footrest or a place to stash blankets when the evening gets chilly. The set's compact footprint is a blessing for anyone who doesn't have an expansive deck but still wants a cohesive look. Now, let's talk about the removable cushions, because that's the part most buyers either love or hate. The cushions are covered in a weather-resistant fabric that claims to shrug off rain and sun. In my 2-week test, the cushions stayed fluffy after a light drizzle and didn't develop that stiff, plastic feel you sometimes see with low-end outdoor foam. You can actually pull the cushions off, hose them down, and let them dry in the shade. No need for a full-blown cleaning service. The downside. The cushion covers are a beige tan hue that can show sand and dust pretty quickly if you have pets or a beachy environment. You'll need to shake them out or give them a quick wipe every few days, which isn't a huge chore but adds a maintenance step that pure wood-only sets skip entirely. Assembly is another practical factor that separates a decent set from a headache. The Dalba package comes with pre-drilled holes and clear step-by-step instructions, and I managed to get the entire set up in about 45 minutes with just a screwdriver and a friend's help. The biggest gotcha is the coffee table's slatted design. Those slats are glued together at the center, so you have to make sure the tabletop sits squarely before tightening the bolts. Once that's done, the table feels sturdy. The slats actually add a little ventilation, which helps keep drinks from pooling if you have a spill. For people who aren't comfortable with a bit of DIY, the fact that the brand offers 24/7 customer support is a reassuring safety net. Who should buy this set? If you have a modestly sized patio, balcony, or even a covered porch and you want a look that leans more modern farmhouse than plastic, the Dalba set hits the mark. The acacia wood frame ages nicely, developing a soft patina over time that many owners describe as character. Homeowners who enjoy hosting dinner al fresco or who want a dedicated spot for morning coffee will appreciate the built-in storage ottoman, which can hold coasters, outdoor games, or a small blanket. The set also works well for families with kids who might want a casual play area. Thanks to the low-profile design, it isn't a tripping hazard. On the flip side, if you're looking for a set that can survive a full-blown hurricane or you live in a region with harsh, salty sea air year-round, you might want to reconsider. The acacia wood is sturdy but not impervious to extreme moisture. Over time, any untreated wood can warp if it's constantly exposed without a protective seal. Also, the set's overall weight isn't negligible. Each sectional piece tips the scale at around 3,035 pounds, so moving the set around for seasonal rearrangements will take some muscle. If you're after a lightweight, easily stored option that you can throw into a compact storage box, this isn't it. From a value perspective, most people compare the Dalba set against cheaper metal frames that can cost a fraction of the price but often look cheap and rust quickly. The Dalba sits in a higher price tier, but the solid wood construction, the inclusion of a coffee table and ottoman, and the replaceable cushion system all add up to a more durable and adaptable package. You're essentially paying for the longevity of solid wood plus the versatility of modular seating, which, in the long run, can be cheaper than constantly replacing cheaper sets that fail after a season or two. A practical weakness I observed was the slatted coffee.